up 28% year to date, 52-week high. Some phenomenal performance coming out of the good folks at Blackstone. I want to break it down, and we do that with Paul Goldberg. He's Bloomberg Intelligence Senior Equity Analyst. Paul, what is Blackstone, and why and how are they executing so well? Just tell us what Blackstone is in your mind, and then what are they doing so well?
Hi, Paul. Thank you for having me. Blackstone called themselves a juggernaut this morning, and they called in a press release themselves as sort of being a benchmark for the alternatives industry. They are in private equity, private credit, one of the big private real estate investors. So all these businesses are, some of them doing really well, some of them are recovering from the kind of a lull in the last 2 years, and it's growing. They reached a $1.1 trillion, so that's the largest alternative manager out there.
Let's talk a bit of real estate. Of course, I view them as a bellwether. I'm actually a U.S. Real estate stocks reporter. I'm curious, how are people viewing Blackstone and a lot of its deals recently? Are we seeing more activity happening in that sector specifically?
It is, and they very specifically alluded to it. They made a few very large 10 billion plus deals this year. They see in the bottom in the real estate cycle. They also see in private as being a bit more idiosyncratic than the public markets. So it doesn't move necessarily in tandem, but as long as they see the bottom, as long as they are seeing a lower interest rate trajectory, that should be supportive of the real estate space. The other thing is their real estate is quite unique, right? So when we talk about real estate, especially commercial, a lot of people think about offices and these kind of things. For them, it's mostly data centers, infrastructure kind of real estate, multifamily. It's a different business. And in the data centers, they have over $70 billion of their 1.1 trillion just sitting in those data centers.
And I like to just take a look when I look at Blackstone. Stephen Schwartzman, the total Wall Street mogul. He's 77 years of age, co-founder of Blackstone. He's got a net worth today, $51.8 billion. That puts him on number 24 on the Bloomberg's rich list. Credit. Talk to us about the credit business, private credit business. Got about 30 seconds, Paul.
It was all about the credit. This quarter was led by credit. 40 billion of inflows, 20 of them going into the credit. All the upside in fees and performance, it was going through the credit, and the growth expectations, a lot of it is in the credit as well. So very consistent with what we're hearing throughout the year and other managers as well.
Paul, great stuff. Thank you so much for joining us. Paul Goldberg, Senior Equity Analyst, Bloomberg Intelligence, giving us the latest on Blackstone. BX is the ticker symbol, folks.